Good morning, students. Welcome to the first session of classification of commercial organization. In this chapter, we will basically focus on these important points. First is, what is public sector? What is private sector? Their role, advantages and disadvantages, performance in the Indian economy, and the last is conclusion part. So let's begin. What is public sector? The public sector is that portion of an economic system that is controlled by national, state or local governments. The composition in most countries, it includes defense, public health, public education. The main intention of the public sector is to provide quality service and products to the citizen. As you can see, various examples of public sector: SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited, Indian Oil Corporation and Coal India. Next, what is private sector? The private sector is part of the country's economic system that is run by individual or group of individuals. The most private sector organizations are run with the intention of making profit. The capital are arranged by the owners and it is managed without any government participation. So as you can see the examples, TCS, that is Tata Consultancy Services, and ICICI Bank Limited. So these are two examples of private sector. There are many more. Next, role of public sector. It helps in rapid economic growth, to earn return on investment, for the development of infrastructure, to act as effective competition to other private sector, for generating employment in government administration, defense, etc. Next, role of private sector: to provide adequate competition, to generate more employment opportunities, to reduce political interference, to increase the standard of living of the people and increase the number of private industry in India. Next, I move on to the advantages of public sector. It helps to increase the employment opportunities. It is a main source of government earning. Rural development, generates national income. It maintains social order and it also helps in the development of infrastructure. We move on to the disadvantages of public sector. Much of political interference, inefficient management, high degree of corruption due to bureaucracy, and slow decision making because the process involved is a lengthy one. Next, I move on to the advantages of private sector. It helps in generating employment, helpful for development, faster decision making, less interference in internal affairs by politicians or government, and highly skilled laborers and management. Next, I move on to the disadvantages of private sector. Smaller resources, less emphasis on social welfare, possibilities of conflicts among the owners, and lack of public confidence. Next, I move on to the performance of private sector in Indian economy. First is, financial reforms led to more investment of foreign companies in India, usage of more advanced technology. People are now getting more quality products and services and increasing the demand of people by introduction of new products and services. So nowadays private sector plays a main role in Indian economy. Performance of public sector in Indian economy. First is there has been a tremendous growth and expansion over the decade. Massive investment have taken place such as thermal power, petroleum, etc. It has helped in increasing our national income, proving distribution of wealth and income. And the last, foreign exchange savings have been possible due to import substitution efforts made by the public sector. So to conclude, the private sector was started long back, but it was not because policymakers found conclusive evidence for its superiority. The public sector, in spite of its defects, is the driving force for sector in India because it takes initiatives to develop infrastructure. Public sector provide foundations to the private sector. Private sector is superior in terms of efficiency and cost. Greater competition leads to more improvement and more innovative products. The private and the public sector have to work together to develop the economic condition. Both are equally responsible for it. So we can't say that this particular sector is better than that. Since we are staying in a mixed economic system, so for us both private and public sector plays an important role in the building up of the economy. So hope you might now differentiate between the private and the public sector based on various point of differences. So hope to see you in the next class. Thank you and have a marvelous day ahead.